Yo, what's happening, folks? It's Unhost here. Hope you guys are doing fine today. I'm doing great. I appreciate you asking. Thank you. So, today on Testing Facility, we're going to be testing these things right here, and they're called beds. You might have heard of them. They're a pretty important thing in Minecraft, you know. Sets your spawn point if you need to, if you want to set it at a house. But the main reason I wanted to make this video is I've been playing a game called Cluster Chunk a lot lately, as you guys know, and, well, I just wanted to see what constitutes as bed obstruction. And bed obstruction is whenever your screen comes up and says your bed, your home bed has been missing or obstructed. So, just to show you guys a simple breakdown, these red blocks right here are the only ones that matter to respawning in beds, even the corner ones. So these blocks don't matter. If you had a block configuration like this, you could not spawn, but you could cover up the bed all you wanted, as long as you had a 1x2x1 space that's big enough for your character. You could still respawn. I'll show you guys real quick. That right there, you could respawn like that. So what we'll do real quick is just sleep in the bed, hop on out, go like this, and yeah, we'll kill ourselves. There we go. Respawn right in there. Now, if we come over here and put another block in, kill ourselves. Yep, we come right back here. So that's the main gist of what you have to remember when you're setting your spawn, especially during PvP games where your bed can be stolen, anything like that. So that's the main rule, like I said. Here's where it gets rather interesting. So we'll take these red blocks up, and obviously we cannot respawn here because there's, well, none of those blocks. If we have one, the only place we can respawn is on that block, so I'll kill myself. My feet are going to be touching that emerald block, as you guys can see. So as long as one of the blocks are there, you're good to go. But now say you've got something like, I don't know, you've got an entire floor made of sticky pistons. You've got to realize what blocks constitute as spawnable and not spawnable. And mostly the bed obstruction blocks are the same as monster spawning, but not all the same. So what we've got here, let's see what happens. We'll kill ourselves. Now we're right back at spawn, because this block right here, and by the way, survival mode and creative mode aren't different in your respawning. There's no special exceptions for creative mode or anything like that, so it's exactly the same if I kill myself in, well, creative or survival. So the reason that was obstructed is because these aren't solid blocks. These need to be at least one of them a solid block. So keep that in mind as well. Now obviously the same thing goes for stuff like glass, glowstone. I just wanted to show you guys a few examples of what counted for it. So you know what we'll do first is actually let's put a stone block in the corner. I don't think I slept in the bed yet. Yep. Herp derp. Haven't slept in the bed yet, so let's do that. That's probably important. I don't know. Just a guess. There we go. Let's do it twice, just to make sure. Okay, now I'm going to respawn on that stone block. Check it out. Deal with it. That's how it happens. So, if you guys have any questions about a block, I will definitely answer your question, or have one of my lovely subscribers answer one of your questions, or a fellow subscriber, however that works. So we'll put those away. We'll come over here. The next thing we're going to try is half slabs. Now I haven't even tried half slabs yet, so this is going to be interesting for me as well. I think all of the upcoming tests are going to be something I haven't tried. So just to see if you can spawn on these half slabs here. Well, that one, but let's see. I don't think I set my bed again, so excuse the herp derps. Perp skirp. Leave the bed. Just for a peaceful state of mind, I will do that for you. Go in survival mode and... oh, bed's obstructed. Okay, so now we know that. So obviously the next thing I'm going to try, I'm pretty sure this is going to work, but we'll see. Set our bed, kill ourselves. Yep, obviously that works. That's pretty much a gimme. And now I'm sure you want me to test just upper half slabs. I can read your mind, trust me, I got you. That's how it's gonna be. So we'll just have, I guess we'll have a half and half control, just to make sure that we're evenly distributed. There we go, half and half. We'll do a little kill. Okay, yeah. So even if they're on top with no block underneath, you're good to go. So now I want to test some water things. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Should be interesting. Oop. That might help. I guess those wouldn't really run out. Yeah, they would. Okay. So let's just see what we got going on over here. So what I wanted to figure out is a couple things with water. Quite a few, actually. And the first thing is, you know, obviously there's no blocks here, it's just water. But I just wanted to test it out, just to get it out of the way. Okay, that's what I thought. Can't respawn, so let's try some lilies. Now, I don't know what this counts for exactly, to be honest, so I guess we can see. Let's do a control. Kill ourselves. Oh, okay. So you can't spawn on lily pads. Here's the next thing I want to test. Yep, exactly what I was trying to do. So let's see if we're able to, I guess, spawn on the blocks that are within the water. Let's try that out. Obviously, if you guys don't already know yet, well, if you try to place a bed in water, it's just not going to work. Doesn't happen. Excuse me while I repair my holes, please. So, let's see what happens. So that little bit of water, you can't spawn on. So let's see here. Let's get ourselves a control here. Make sure we know what we're doing. Make sure we know what we're doing. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, so we should spawn right there, right? If we sleep in the bed, of course. Keep messing up our playground. There we go. Yep, spawned right there. So I think you guys should be getting the gist of what respawning is all about and what beds are all about. But like I said, there's still some special cases and some stuff that isn't so obvious that I like to test. So well, to clean up this mess, good as new. So let's see what we got next. You know, I actually want to do something with the water that maybe you've thought of. We're like, why don't you test that with water? I don't know, maybe. There's a good chance it's not. So this is what I want to try to do. First of all, with signs, I want to see if you more or less block everything off, if that'll constitute for an obstructed bed. And there we go. Every spot, can't place any more signs. Sleep in the bed, and see if we're obstructed. Very curious about this one. Oh wow, so signs obstructed as well. So it's actually very picky in making sure that, well, your bed has an air block directly next to it or diagonal. So that was pretty interesting. So this next one we're going to test, I actually have done in a PvP match, and I had no idea that the following would happen. So obviously I just wanted a bunch of light. I had a bunch of torches, and yeah, I lost the game because of it. So there's a pattern here, and what it looks like is the code probably says something about scanning all the diagonal and direct next to blocks, making sure that they're solid. So just for shits and gigs, let's go ahead and try some stairs. See if that does anything. Even the diagonal ones. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm not using the new snapshot because beds are actually broken in the week 34, I believe, week 34B. Yeah, or week 34B. The beds are messed up. It'll keep your spawn there regardless. So we learned that the hard way. So we've already slept in the bed. Let's see if we can respawn on stairs. No. Okay, so it is solid blocks only. That is exactly what it is. Let's keep going. Now, unfortunately, I really love item frames, but I can't test it because, well, we're in this version. So entities are stuff like the image frame and paintings, although they're two completely different entities that act completely different. Well, not completely, but they're almost alike. Just wanted to test to see if we could respawn there. Could we do that? No. There we go. Very nice, very nice. And we're filled up, so let's check it out. Okay. So you can have paintings all around your bed. Not a problem. Not a problem at all, Jack. So here's the next thing I wanted to try, and I have a good idea if everything goes my way. So let's just check this out. Of course, we gotta get the diagonal parts, like always. There we go. Go ahead and sleep in the bed. So they all have those gates around them, so let's see if we're gonna respawn here. And no. So, okay. That's good. So if I open one, will I be able to respawn? Right inside there. Let's find out. No. Okay, so that acts very strange. Even if it's open, you can't spawn there. For some reason, I thought that would work. Don't laugh. But I thought it would work. The next test is going to be some soul sand. Now, as much of you may know, soul sand isn't exactly as tall as a regular block. It does act like one, you know, all the other ways. It's a very limited block. But it is just that little bit shorter, so that's why I wanted to test it. So let's see. Yeah, we can respawn on it just fine. Not a problem at all. Now I kind of want to talk to you guys about emergency beds, and we'll go get some torches real quick. And this is basically the shortest and most simplest way to actually get a bed to sleep in if you're in the wilderness. So we'll go down here, place these with dirt blocks for whatever reason, and say there's monsters overhead, so we're going to close it up. Well, we'll place the bed first. Make sure. There we go. We'll place it right there. Cover this back up. Put a torch right here so we can see. And we should be good. We've got a 2x1 area. Let's see if it works. There we go. Same space. So here's something I wanted to test though. If we accidentally put a torch right here and kill ourselves, are we going to respawn in here? Is that going to count as taking up the room for my head? That's exactly what it did. So that's very interesting to know. Just be careful, I'll never be able to find this thing. You have got to be kidding me. Where the hell is it? Son of a bitch. The next thing I'm going to try on the control bed is actually put some pressure plates around it, see if that affects anything. Okay, so even pressure plates, wow. That is pretty interesting. So mobs can spawn more or less inside a pressure plate, not really on top. They can spawn inside a pressure plate, but you can't, so that's one big difference. But then I also want to test snow, because I've actually done this in a PvP match as well. So even if it's snowing, you'll probably still get the same result. Okay, well, that helped. So I cleared out a little area like this, And yeah, PvP match. This happened. Cleared out a little area from my bed. Didn't think this would happen. It looked so secure. It looked so safe. It's too bad it's not. So, myth busted. I'm gonna guess the vines act the same way as the paintings. I think we can assume that, but we might have to try it out. But at first I just want to kind of test these right here. I think these would go on par with ferns. By the way, like I said, if you guys have anything that you want to request that I try out that I haven't put in the video, leave a comment below and I'll test it and send you a message or put it back as a, oh wow, even grass. So yeah, I'll put it as a comment or something like that. I'm amazed by that one. I thought you'd be able to get to that for sure. I'm gonna do a little bit of the old red powder. See if that obstructs your sleeping patterns, sleeping arrangements. Let's do it. Oh, even redstone, man. That's pretty crazy. I thought there'd at least be some exceptions, but I guess not. Not a whole lot, at least. And this one will probably just be for shits and gigs, so let's see if we can actually catch fire. Oh. So let's see here. Is it coming up? Toey. Test a little bit of fire, why don't we? Beds can't burn, by the way. Ouch. Why the hell am I in survival? Can't sleep in the bed, there we go. Okay. I'm sure some fire went out, but yeah, definitely respawned by it. Maybe it's just the ones that don't have the fire on it. I don't think anybody will have a flaming room anytime soon, but who knows. So one of the last things that we can put around the bed that I wanted to test was actually going to be some tripwire. Because it could be cool to, whenever you hop out of bed, I don't know, play a tune or something like that. So as you guys can see, we got hitboxes all the way around. There we go, very nice. Hitboxes all the way around, so sleep in it, see if we can get out alive. Wow, even string, man. Very, very interesting. So, if you're playing any kind of PvP match or just setting a bed for your house, definitely make sure you you go by the rules of the video I'm showing you now, and make sure that all these blocks right here have a solid block. That should explain any type of error that you have, you know. Like I said, you can stack it up to the top and still kind of have that one little space as long as it's too high. One long, one wide, you'd be just fine. The next thing we're going to talk about is when monsters are nearby. You get that message whenever a monster is 10 blocks away from your bed. Now, 10 blocks meaning, I'm pretty sure the top of the head. So we got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that one's 9, and that one's 10 from the head. So it would be 8 here and 9 here for the bottom of the bed. So let's just test it out real quick because I don't know the answer. So we'll do the unsafe right here. So this is for sure at least far enough out to where I could respawn and sleep in my bed. Oh, there you go. Get back here, you. Oh, damn, there's a lot of mobs. Oh my god. So let's see if we can sleep in the bed. Okay, able to sleep in the bed. Next thing we'll do, we'll move him 8 blocks away from the feet, and that is 9 blocks away from the head. So let's do this. See if we can sleep. Okay, so we can't sleep, so it is safe. So it's got to be 10 blocks away. So let's bring him one more closer. Here we go. Put him right there. There we go. That's the distance. So it's from the foot of the bed, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. from the foot of the bed. Okay, so our trusty and very dusty Wikipedia page is failing us. So the Wikipedia's page says 5 blocks from the bed. 10 blocks from the bed, sorry, not 5. And yeah, we just proved that wrong. So far enough from the bed, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 blocks away. Okay, well I just tested something else out. The old mob was actually right here where that block I just broke was, and now I just moved it over to the left one, and I can't sleep. So we already did the test for the one back here. I'll do it just one more time just to prove. So where this guy is right now, it's going to be replaced with a block like that. We'll just kind of measure it. Hey buddy, how you doing? So it's 1. So between the two, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that's 8, even with the top of the bed. So yeah, that's completely not what the wiki says. So in my opinion, you can't really trust the wiki for everything. You've got to test stuff for yourself out, and I think that's the best way to go about it. Don't just assume the things you hear are true, honestly. So alright, so now we've got a creeper in here, right there. And let's see. Sleep in the bed, of course. Let's see, did I skip a space as well? Hopefully not, we'll see. Yeah, this was safe as of last time, so should be again. Let's just make sure. Good to go? Yeah. Alright, so now you guys know the distance between a mob and yourself. It's obviously changed since the Wikipedia page was wrote, unless it's always been wrong. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not a genius. So yeah. Hey there, cutie. And judging by the fact that right here we'll say monsters nearby, but here won't, pretty much means that it's in a cylindrical shape, not a box shape. For, I don't know, 10 blocks out. I guess it's not 10. It's actually 7, so sweet. Also, another cool thing about beds is in creative mode, if you hit the beds on the pillow, they give you a bed back, but if you hit it on the legs down here, nothing. Like I promised, definitely do this for you. Good old vines, man. Good old vines. Now, if I had to guess if I was going to spawn or not spawn, I'd probably say yes for the vines, of course. And let's see, cover everything up. There we go, there we go. And even though it's got that little hitbox, I still think I'll respawn. Ooh, obstructed, okay, yeah. Even the vines, guys, which is kind of rough. Because I'm sure I could see somebody doing this, but anyways, yeah, same thing if you're like pillaring up like so. If you're going to put a bed here, even though you can sleep on it, you're screwed, man. You need a little block. As you can see how screwed I was right there. I'll show you guys exactly what you should do. You should make some kind of T. Just so you've got room for, well, your bed, place to spawn. So you got that there. Get all that stuff back. And sleep in the bed again. Just kill ourselves. Voila, we're up here. Like I said, guys, there's a pretty general theme. Anything but out, you know, no solid block or an entity like paintings actually work, but it's got to be solid blocks that you can stand on. That's on that one level, no exceptions. And obviously, it can't be anything like glass or glowstone. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. So another thing I wanted to test is these here. I'm not sure. If I had to guess, I'd say you won't be able to spawn, but we'll see. definitely see. So, yep, these are the beds right here. Let's see, each bed. These are the blocks. So that's what we'll do. Place small fences. Let's see. I don't know. I can't tell if it's gonna work or not. So we've already slept in it. Sleeping again. Let's kill ourselves. Obstructed. Okay. Just what I thought. So now we're gonna go into the Nether and the End. Test out some exploding bed theories. We're off to see the wizard. Laggy, it's so laggy. So, as you guys may know, if you are in the Nether and you try to sleep in a bed, you've got to be absolutely retarded. But don't worry about it. Dude, look at that. So if you guys are trying to do a quick mine job in the Nether, and you've got some fire resistance potions, there's maybe some blast protection, you could probably withstand that. I'll probably do the testing later on that, as I don't have a lot more time on this video before it becomes an annoying length of time. We did an experiment not too long ago on the beds, and we tried every which way to get, you know, to not be able to explode. What the hell? How did I come out here? Strange. Where am I? I'm so lost that I need to be in an obstructed bed, man. It's the Nether. So we're gonna go to the End. The world's smallest end portal. So here we are in the End. And, yeah. Oh, I forgot this was here. So I've pretty much done some testing in the End. Endstone is actually one of the most resistant blocks that can actually be blown up by TNT. It actually is the most resistant block. So it's a little different than the Nether, because I'm sure you guys know that explosion was pretty big, and Netherrack is pretty weak compared to Endstone. So what we're gonna do is see how much a bed explodes in the End. So let's get a nice little thing going here. Alright, so I've just done this so that we can get a consistent result, and yeah. And by the way, if you didn't know, you could actually have half slabs right there. You'd be okay. So let's see. It's very weird. Let's try something else out. Very strange. It's not blowing up very many at all, actually. So it's not a good substitute for TNT in the End, that's for sure. Maybe get one block back, maybe, if you're lucky. Yep, no go. Now just to show you guys, in case you were wondering. There we go. That is so surprising. So it's different in creative than it is in survival, as you guys could see. So maybe if I went back to what's it called, the Nether, it'd be a little bit different. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions at all regarding the things that I'm doing here, or want me to test something, just let me know. Wow, that's very surprising. The game mode actually changes the explosion a little bit. That was really weird. Yep, it's inconsistent. You can't really replicate what you did before. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys now understand exactly how to make sure a bed is well, occupiable and not obstructed. See if that makes sense for you. So I appreciate you guys for joining. Any questions, comments below. I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Thanks for joining me, guys. Adios.